So yesterday, I checked out a movie called Clawfoot, and this movie stars Francesca Eastwood as well as Milo Gibson. Yes, nepotism all the way. Mel Gibson's son and Clint Eastwood's daughter. How this is his daughter? Isn't he like 90 something? This girl's like in her 30s. She looks, I was thinking it the whole time while I was watching this. She looks like if Peyton List and Anya Taylor-Joy merged into one person. She's gorgeous, but she just looks like those two people. Like she's got like the wide set eyes like Anya, and kind of some of the face shape, but then also like the features of Peyton List. I was like, I wish I could get like a computer program to put them together in one to prove my point that they are that person. Anyway, so this is a weird movie. I really didn't know how to vibe with this movie for like the majority of it. This is an awkward, weird, bizarre film, but purposely. So this is about a woman who is rich. She has a rich husband, and she has this construction worker guy like show up at her house, this contractor, and he said that he's been paid by her husband to come put in a clawfoot tub in her bathroom. And she's of course hesitant at first. She doesn't want to let him in the house. He shows her the order, and then like she lets him in the house, and he like won't leave. But I don't want you to think that this is like a straightforward kind of thriller horror. It's not. It's like a black comedy that I really just didn't know how to read. And I don't know. I don't really honestly even know how I feel about it. I didn't like it that much, but I'm kind of like fascinated by it. It kind of reminded me of like the humor style of like maybe a Heathers, or one of my favorite comedies of the 80s, Neighbors, with John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd. It's such a weird, off-kiltered film because our characters are completely reality adjacent. We get a lot of like high fidelity fantasies, in High Fidelity, which is another wonderful film. I keep mentioning all these great films with this, so it makes it sound like it's better than maybe I'm making it out to be. But in High Fidelity, like every time that he gets, I think it's Ian, right? Like, what fucking Ian guy? The guy who ends up being Tim Robbins, and he just keeps having these like, because like I think it's Ian, right? Am I crazy on that name? I swear it's Ian. But he like, and whenever he tries to like come and talk to him, and he like just hits him with the phone and then like strangles him or whatever. It's like a lot of that. There's a lot of like fantasy in her head. But then it gets more intense, and then there's a lawyer friend that comes into play, and you definitely think that it's going one way when it starts, and this is how it's going to play out, and it's going to be a pretty traditional home invasion type of movie. It's not like that at all. It has a very quirky, weird kind of... I keep saying weird. I hate that. I don't want to continue to keep using the same word over and over, but it's bizarre. Unique. It's just, it is. That's exactly what it is. It reminds me of a few films that I've watched for sure, but it kind of presented itself serious at first, but then it started to just get very awkward, but in a purposeful way, and you never really know what to make of anything. So this might really land for some people. I don't think it will please a lot of people, but I think this film has its audience for sure. I didn't hate it. It's a unique film from the year for sure. I'm kind of in the middle on it because I don't really know where to land with it. I was definitely engaged, and I was somewhat entertained. But there was something missing for me, and I'm not really sure what it was to take this over the top. I didn't really connect with the characters. I didn't find them all that interesting. I felt in the film and the style to be interesting, and I think it's Francesca, isn't that her? That's her, like how you pronounce her first name. I'm just kind of going off memory of seeing her name from MFA, which is a better movie. I dug that one. That's like a rape revenge type movie that she did years ago, which I did enjoy. She's so good looking. Oh my god, she's so hot in that movie. And she's hot as fuck in this movie as well. So she was very good to look at throughout the film for sure, and her performance is good. I actually like her as an actress. She fits the tone, like she fulfilled the task at hand for sure. But I don't know. I think in the end, I'm just gonna land on the middle on this one. I think you should check out a trailer if you're not sold or if you're on the fence about this. I know I'm kind of making it that way, but movies like this are always hard to get my head around and to get a specific like opinion on that I'm like set on. I don't have it yet, but I'm just kind of in the middle, and that's that. So definitely check out a trailer. It's got a very unique style to it for sure, and might really land with people who like kind of like the movie Voices with Ryan Reynolds, which I also really liked. It's kind of got that vibe to it, where it's just very unique. All right, I'm done rambling now. This fucking video is weird and unique. I'll say that. All right, see you in the comments. Bye.